Hooray!
Come
We're on.
to magical world. By which I mean PATHCO.
Is he chopping out a lot for everyone
Yeah,
else?
I heard
here?
like almost none of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I got Magical World of PATHCO. Hi,
yeah.
it's PATHCO.
Hello.
It's
Oh,
PATHCO time again.
I'm checking. This might have something to do with the fact that I'm using my laptop rather than the normal computer because we are having some issues with that one.
Well, you're okay at the moment. Oh.
Well, wait. Actually,
Yeah, you've chopped out again now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see like your little icon lighting up, but we can't hear anything.
I'm.
Oh, there it goes again.
So that I have my microphone talk like away from the mic accidentally. Okay. Let's quickly see now. Let's.
Maybe I was a bit premature in hitting stream.
Would any of you like?
This is gonna be a good stream. No, I'm really feeling it.
Oh no. This isn't going well at all.
This isn't going fantastically.
Yeah, I can see the little thing lighting up, but I can't hear you, Mon.
Yeah. This is kind of what we have with you when you're
Well,
chopping
me?
out, or actually. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's inconvenient.
Yeah, I
You're
Can you
sort
guys
of...
hear me? Test.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Ish.
Nope,
I
there
think
you go.
it's more like talking for like a prolonged period of time and then you cut out.
Well, maybe because like it's lighting up now and I can't hear him.
I think.
Oh.
I think I know what the issue.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, jeez. It's some good old-fashioned technical difficulties. It's been a while since we've had one of those.
Significant ones anyway.
Um.
Maybe I should try the
man.
other app.
Remember that one we had at the end of Return to Arbella? That was upsetting.
Yeah, we could only hear like
That sucked.
1 in 3 words. Oh, that was that was a real shame.
Hmm.
Oh, let's hope Mon can fix it.
Guess we're just sort of waiting on Mon then. This is fine.
Yeah, I should definitely have waited before I hit stream. I just wanted to get going.
These things happen.
There's an eBay bid I've kind of got my eye on.
Oh yeah, what do you let's fill the space. What are you bidding on?
Lego, unsurprisingly.
Fair.
It's like really expensive if you don't get it on a bid, basically, the particular kit. So I basically threw my hat into the ring and I'm going to keep my eye on it, and if it goes above like 30 quid, then I'm not going to bother.
Fair.
What was that, sorry?
Lego bidding on...
She's bidding on Legos.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Mon is saying for us to recap in the
Yes,
meantime.
the problem is I
So,
can't really remember most of what happened last time. I know we're in a sewer, we met a rat man, and now something.
So, God, that was like the whole 2 hours last time. How the fuck did we
Yeah,
spend
I
2 hours wandering through
I don't know.
sewer?
Well, there was a lot of decision-making process. We were planning what our first route of attack on this issue was, mostly, which was to head through and do some investigation of, I think, the university where the murder was held. So the crime scene, basically, is that correct?
I think it was where the dude worked more than like where the actual crime happened.
I think it was with the
'Cause he
crime
just-
happened
Wasn't it?
as well.
Oh, I don't know.
But we were like, we said, we'll check out the sewers now so that we can use them to make a quick escape if we need to.
And also, it made sense to go through the sewers first and just kind of scout out what's going on. We were the wonderful Tim the Rat King.
Yeah, I
Yes.
fucking hate Tim. He's an asshole.
Also,
He's
full
the
confession.
best.
Tim is fun. Also, I just felt like doing some dungeon crawling when I said let's do the sewers, and I'm not regretting that decision. I do like a bit of good old fashioned dungeon crawling.
I mean, once again, you know, fucking Tim the Rat King has me really on the middle ground about it.
We fought some dire cockroaches, I think, but we killed them because, you know, they were cockroaches. They had like 2 hit points each.
Yeah, those were bad. I
Yeah.
didn't like those.
I have still a full health, so clearly they didn't land any hits.
True enough.
And yeah, we just finished the cockroach encounter and we were moving forward. That's where we pretty much left things.
Okay. And now we have to wait for the DM to get back.
Is Mon here?
No. Ain't here. It's not even online, so I assume he's like sorting out PCs and what have you. Oh no, I should get a spooky Halloween avatar for Discord as well. I haven't at the moment. Oh no. Then again, none of the rest of you have got spooky Halloween avatars either, so...
No.
I just really like Halloween.
Yeah, well, we are Halloween
It's Halloween Advent.
household as well. Yes, so but I'm not really doing it on Twitter and such things.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
In terms of things, I'm currently just looking for my notes.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I should have made notes, and I didn't.
I did. I just can't find where.
I've got notes of like names of people, but I don't have notes of like what we were planning on doing.
Well, we were planning on investigating.
So far my notes are go left, second left, sewer hall becomes polluted with experiments, sickly green, dude sounds like Beacon from Taz, outlets from the academy. And I don't know what any of that means.
Does Tim sound like Beacon? Is that the whole thing?
Maybe someone sounded like Beacon apparently.
I have retrieve Olaf's works. He wanted to tell what's a name in person. Corpse at 28, offers at 26. Sewer card from Tim. So
I know what some of those things mean. Like, you know, the numbers are for the map that we've got. Shows on stream now. Yeah, the rest of it I don't know. No idea who what's the name is.
I think what's her name is the quest giver for this quest.
Okay,
Beck's
cool.
friend from
Yes.
Wizard College.
Her name is somewhere.
From Spy College, Spy Camp.
I've now found my notes, which is
Her name is. I didn't write it down. I didn't write her name down. Wait, we've
Monbeck
got Brenna.
went on a 6-week spy
Bernice, I
retreat.
believe, is the name you're looking for. Isn't
No,
it?
it's Brenna Parish.
I think Gromlet. That's my suggestion.
That's our chicken in Stardew Valley.
I use Gromlet as my fill-in name now. It's very funny. I'm on.
Come on. Nope. It's doing it
If you're
again.
talking, we can't hear you, yo.
Yeah, I can see the little thing lit up. Oh no, we have to call off. That would suck so much.
I would also be annoyed by that.
Play Blades instead. Sure,
Oh,
Accio
God.
is totally prepared for that.
I could be prepped, although Into might be joining us on my next one, so
Oh, that'd be cool.
I was telling
I don't know
Jack that
how
I was.
free she is or what the timing is likely to be.
I was
Her
telling-
name is Brenna Parrish, guys.
Yes,
Don't worry,
I said
solved it.
that.
Oh,
Brenna
yeah,
Parish
you
is
did.
who, sorry?
She's the
Mumbeck's
quest giver.
boss friend lady.
Nailed it. Mon, how do you feel about DMing through text?
No.
And one of us will just VO it. I think Egg's
that's
pretty
a
good at
really
voice
dumb
acting.
idea. I think that's a really bad idea somehow.
Okay, I think Haggers just volunteered to be Mon's voice. Haggers, can you give us your best Mon impression, please?
That's a bad idea. She.
That's a polygon.
See, that was pretty good.
They
well,
are kind of the same
I mean,
person. To an extent.
okay. Here's a
I'll
good
just
one.
do a
What
Mon
would-
voice. I would just do a poly voice.
No,
Yeah, I
that's,
mean they're
that's a
practically
good
the
call.
same person.
Practically the same person.
They're
They're
very
basically
similar.
just palette swaps.
Yeah. So, in a sort of percentage-wise, how much of you are in your characters? Because for Thyra, it is like 80% me minimum.
Probably not that much. I mean, like a lot of Dave is what I like in characters, not necessarily me.
Oh,
I think
that's
actually,
fair.
as characters go, there's not a huge amount of me and Dave, I don't think, in terms of like little personal details like I put in other characters. Like there's more of me and Delta, I think, than there is in Dave.
I can see that.
She's
No
a sort
offense
of
intended.
kind of stoic, kind of aloof, not super connected to people kind of person. Though she is also very much wish fulfillment, because I would quite like to be 6 foot tall and be able to crush people with one hand, but I can't.
Same.
I like half.
I mean, I've got half of that, but not the other half. What about you guys?
Glanvar's grumpy. I'm fairly grumpy, so yeah.
So that's a solid 100% no.
But Glanvar can grow a beard, which is something that I struggle with. So
You both broke out of prison.
yeah, not done that.
That's what you. That's what you claim. That's what you claim.
Yeah. Could just be a really good alibi.
I've shot a bow.
You've shot a bow, have you? How did that go?
You could sword
missed.
fight as well, can't you?
Glanvar doesn't sword fight.
No, you do.
Can
though.
you?
Yeah, Augustus like teaches it, doesn't he? Don't you?
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
teach,
yeah, you do the
Japanese...
Is it kendo? Is that it?
Yeah, I know.
Huh. Cool, man.
I was like recapping my friends that I play with to like my mum or maybe my sister, and I was saying, oh yeah, that's like Mon, who everyone knows about at this point because I talk about the stupid things he says. And my friend Heggers, who does Japanese sword fighting and he bakes and he's cats, and I'm like, what? Who is this man?
Is that really that weird?
Well, you've just got quite an array of interests. It's cool though. Oh, and you work with robots and stuff, and it's.
Yeah, I don't know why that's everyone's lasting impression of what I do for my day job, because I haven't done that in a while.
I think it's because you mentioned it once and we were all so
Testing.
impressed by
1,
it.
2, 3.
Oh my god, you're so loud.
No, he's not
Hi,
that
Mon.
bad. Hello, Mon.
Yes, I am using the desktop app now.
Oh. Yeah, that's what
I
I
can
always
hear
do.
you.
It's less laggy.
Hey, that is very good.
Hooray.
Okay,
At last, the problem is solved.
excellent.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Nice.
Good. Yes. Have you guys gone over the past events, the recap?
Yes, but it was so long ago I've already forgotten.
Yes.
Ah,
No.
all right.
I'm joking. Oh no!
Has crashed.
Need to
Oh,
remind-
Mega's back.
Hi, my Discord tab just crashed and I've got no idea.
We're doing
why.
well. So far, this is
I'm
good.
back. It's fine.
Quality
Right,
screen
good.
stream.
As I was saying,
Hi.
is there anything in particular that you guys would like me to remind you of if you've forgotten something?
We were heading into the university to look at the scene. Just to confirm, this is the scene of the crime and where he worked. It was both of these things, right?
That's correct.
And we were
Well,
looking.
no one heard any of that.
I heard
Hello?
it. I heard it.
Hello?
Hi.
Roger. Roger.
Yeah, so
everything-
it's a question for Mon. Just to confirm, we're going to the university to investigate the scene of the crime, and it's also where he worked. That's correct.
Yes,
And
that is
we're-
correct.
We're getting
Cool.
notes for Brenner. And maybe also talking to the corpse with Thyra's spell?
Yes.
I do not have that prepared today.
Oh yeah, that was. I remember now. Yeah, we were scouting it out today. That was what we were doing.
Well, we
did
don't
a
think
recon.
the corpse is going to be there. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, we
Like, it
find
will
out where it
probably have
is.
been removed.
The
Yeah.
corpse is at 26,
Maybe.
and the
We think it
office
is.
is 28, right?
We don't know for sure that is where the corpse
Oh,
is.
okay.
So we're finding that out, and then tomorrow we're going
Okay,
back.
I'll prepare a few uses then in case we need to ask multiple corpses where the original corpse is.
That makes sense to me.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
sure.
a whole leapfrogging thing, you know.
So yeah, we just defeated those cockroaches, and now we're moving forward.
Oh, we
Yes.
did. Sewer level.
Yep.
Yes. So, where would you like to go?
Up. Out of the sewer, I hate it.
Because I immediately we got given directions by Tim, but I immediately misunderstood them, and I've got no idea what we're doing or when
Yep.
we're doing it now.
No
so...
clue where we are.
Well, there's going to be some kind of experimental creatures in the runoff from the university.
Oh,
So I think we
yes.
got given some directions. So if we follow those where we're told,
Yeah.
and look for where there's like weird shit in the water, we probably know where we're at.
Yeah, and one thing I do remember now is that divination magic doesn't work.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can't use that to, like, I remember I tried to detect magic just to see if I could see anything, and yeah, it doesn't work. I remember that now. So we'll just have to follow our noses in a sewer. Oh goody.
Okay, well, if you guys have any idea which of these two directions that the sewer leads in you would like to go, then you can move yourselves accordingly.
I cannot see the map. Oh, right, no, I can. I'm just in the
Yeah,
wrong
it's just
Yeah,
it's blacked out, so we've only got
Well,
a certain amount of space around
On
us.
the basis that the south way leads off the edge of the map, we should go north.
I'm
fair.
thinking, is there an east? There isn't an east. All right, let's go north, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we did have directions, so...
Yeah, but I immediately got
I
confused. So they
Yeah,
weren't very good.
I don't know if anyone remembers them or knows them.
No, I wrote them
Or,
down.
like,
but
I'm looking at the map.
I wrote them down, but I couldn't get them to make any sense. So which is exactly what happens to me in real life with directions. So I
Yeah,
sort of,
same.
we're on our own.
Yeah,
we
killed some cockroaches, and that's the
Yeah.
important thing.
We gave some stuff to
Shall
Ted for
we?
nothing.
Yeah. Should we get off the stupid sewer bridge?
Yeah.
Should we get off the boat? Get off the boat?
Get off the boat. Man, we spent so much time in the boat. Yes, last session.
Okay, so are we heading north?
We're heading north.
I think so.
Alright, so
Yes.
he's going to poke his head around this corner like this.
Dave and his dancing
Is
lights.
Is it dark? Can you actually fucking see?
I've got dancing
I'm
lights.
assuming the dancing lights are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you approach, you do like see more of the sewer.
Is it like dim light as opposed to full on darkness?
It's just generally very dim, and the distance that your eyes reach and that any like light reaches is a bit is not too great.
Well, the dwarves are better off
But
than
this is
Sigmund
about-
and
We have names.
I. Yeah, but I'm referring to you as a collective. And it's faster to say the dwarves than it is to say Glanvar and Thyra. Says
Well,
Dave.
yeah, but Glanvar isn't really culturally a dwarf. I mean,
Yeah, but you
he
can
wasn't
both
born
you
in
can
the
both
trade
still see in
federations.
the dark. That's the point I'm trying to make here. But
Right,
Sigmund
I
and I
see.
can't.
You're speaking purely from a biological standpoint.
Yes.
Okay, well, can we check to see if we can hear any more like scuttling from the cockroaches or any of these kind of things?
Rats.
You can certainly do anything like that. What kind of roll would you like to make?
Well, the natural
Rather-
one would be a perception.
Oh, there we go.
fuck was
Okay.
that?
So Dave has rolled
I rolled
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering just because I've never used
Yeah,
it
no,
before.
fair. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go with that.
With Dungeoneering, 26. That's very good. You know
Ratio.
from the many records of adventurers braving sewers that generally what you would encounter in sewers is aberrations and undead with like a bit of like just general creatures in the mix, maybe a plant or two. And you know that generally the light conditions aren't very great, which is why adventurers like both Glanvar or Thyra, in fact, excel at locations like this because they do not need to manage light as a resource. You
we're
know
awesome.
that sewers generally have a tendency to have poisonous stuff around, have like enemies or creatures which generally affect your fortitude and constitution. So basically like the classic video game knowledge that you would have of like
Yeah.
sewer levels.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Thyra. Do you have any, like, get rid of poison spells or anything today?
No. Do you think it'll be a problem?
Maybe. You tend to get nasty, bitey, diseasey, poisony things down here. But we've not met
Well,
any yet, so...
I
other
didn't
than
know
Tim.
we were going to be in a sewer today.
No, that's okay. I don't blame you. Let's keep going.
I
Let's
do.
get out of here.
Hmm.
Oh, fine.
Edmund, what kind of role would you like to make? I was sort of hearing a perception there. Maybe.
To
something
be honest,
else?
I'm happy to go with Dave's dungeon. I'll make a I was
Well,
going to. I was
the
bringing
dungeoneering
up
was
perception.
more-
I think I'm going to actually make a survival. Actually,
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, check. Okay. Could you tell me what kind of information that you're looking for?
I am looking for.
Choice of survival as a role.
I am looking for examples of potential ambush spots from any of the local creatures, which I think would be covered by the kind of ranging that is generally done by survival.
Indeed. All right. You can definitely do that.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad. 22.
Not bad at all. With your military expertise and your general knowledge of survival and survival tactics, you know that and do this. There we go.
Okay.
Jack, you are muted. I will just let you know this in case you.
Nope, I'm awake.
Okay.
Hello. What is this
in any
stripe?
Is
Feels like a
a
fence.
grate. Is a metal grating
Okay.
which
Oh.
blocks this side of the passage.
And you were saying there was something here, Mon, is that right?
Yes. Well, I was basically just drawing your attention to the grating.
Okay.
Because there will be like some of these around at various places where they are usually put there to prevent creatures from reaching like through to certain parts of the sewer, but you can tell that on the other side of the passage, this grating has mostly been destroyed or has eroded. So you can tell that these things don't really serve their purpose too well anymore, but they can still blockade parts of the sewer.
Okay.
You are very aware that the sewer the sewer runoff here is a potential has a lot of ambush potential from potentially waterborne creatures that might use this to move around the sewers or to lie in wait for potential prey.
Fantastic.
Wise, you know that sewers often have like smaller pipes and tubes that like run off into the main sewer. It is possible that those might contain other creatures like the cockroaches that you in fact just encountered, who sort of came from the plumbing that ended up in the big storm drain.
Okay.
However, you do not see many of these like smaller openings into the hallway, or I don't know. Well, I don't know whether you'd call it a corridor, a sewer corridor that you are about to enter.
Okay. Well, let's keep an eye out specifically for those and get them moving, I guess.
Yep.
I take it there's nothing like immediately like we can't see like hiding. Well, we've got to pay
Not
attention.
specifically, no.
No. Okay.
Not here at least.
So Sig is going to move to here. He's going to let everyone know about, be careful of like waterborne creatures, and while everyone is keeping an eye on the water, he's going to shuffle across to this point here.
Didn't we come in through that way?
No, we came in from.
Could you roll me a stealth as you're crossing that bridge?
I can roll you it, but probably not very well. Let's go. Oh, you did.
That was fine.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You figured out the error.
Was higher than I rolled higher than 16. I have negatives on it, but I'll do. Okay, cool.
That'll do. That'll very much do.
We're all crossing the bridge.
Yep. There's not really anywhere else for us to go, is there?
Yeah, I mean, screw it, right? Are we all rolling stealth
As
coming
you
across?
sort of cross this way. Around the corner, you can see that the sewer just sort of continues
God damn it!
like this,
Sorry,
and on
buddy.
the side you can see from your vantage point here a few creatures that are sitting at the edge of the sewer waterway. Not sure if waterway is the right word, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And it seems that they are sort of like drowner-like creatures, sort of guild like men, if you will, and they seem to be feeding on a dead slug, one of the sewer slugs, and they have not noticed you.
Has out.
You're cutting out a little bit there. Could you please repeat that?
Oh, brilliant! We're all cutting out on each other.
Oh,
You
dear.
said noticed you, but I didn't ask if you said did or didn't notice us.
They did not notice you.
Yes. Anyway.
Nope,
Yet,
still don't
anyway.
know.
Once
but-
again, only heard the word notice you. This is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is not very great.
They have not noticed us. They are
Thank you,
blind to
XP.
our presence.
Ah, cool. Let's kill them.
Yes.
Oh.
I like your thinking, but you're on the wrong side. Unless you got what range do you have actually? You got a fair number, haven't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I have like some lightning bolts.
That'll do.
Are we gonna fight these? What actually are they? Are they zombie-ish things? Fishy-
You can
fishy
roll
balls?
me something if you want to do that.
I'm not good at things like this, is the thing.
What's the?
I have one knowledge thing, and it's religion.
Oh, intelligence test. No.
Yep. Pass.
I will give
I'm not
you.
gonna embarrass myself.
Actually, what I can do is I can just take one of these guys for a second and enlarge the portrait so that you guys can see sort of the details on it.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
So this is what. So this is what these creatures look like.
Charming.
Go ahead with whatever you're planning.
We could try and sneak around them. Whatever they are.
Okay.
You want to sneak past them?
Yeah, boy.
Dave like looks at Sigmund in his 6 foot of armor. We could try.
I don't think that's going to really work.
I mean, I could always hunker down here, and if you can all get past safely without getting noticed, I'll run for it. But if you get
Okay.
noticed, I'll shoot them all with lightning bolts.
Well, should we just sneak attack them just from here and just pull them to us?
Fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm happy to.
Feels
let
like a
loose for
dick
some-
move to fight random sewer things, especially if we're trying to be quiet.
Uh,
My bow's pretty quiet.
I'm not, in general.
There will be some sounds of skirmish, I'm sure, unless we can do it all in one single go.
Is
Perhaps we
there...
should consider trying to sneak past. Maybe that would be wiser.
Or I could do the rat trick again. If I send a rat down one of the tunnels, they might chase after it.
David, that's an excellent plan. Yes, let's try that.
Which way are we going to go? Are we going to the left? And if I send the rat off to the right? That's like a plan?
I mean, I figure we're going east-wise. West-wise. Shit.
Left.
I'm totally turned around.
We're going left.
Okay.
Okay, I will get my wand of rats. Rat wand.
Oh my god, I forgot that you had that. A wand of rats.
A wand of
That's
rats.
So good.
I like hardly ever use it though because dire rats aren't particularly impressive anymore. Kate gave it to me, I believe. Kate Fish Whiskers. Where is it? How many charges do I have left? I've got 6 charges. Well, I will give it a wave and plonk a rat dire rat down, like... well, it'd have to be on their side, or else they might not chase it, so, like, up there. I think I can range it that far.
All right. Wait? I'm just quickly scrolling to get dire rat token. Where exactly were you heading it?
Like, there, maybe?
Right. Very well.
And have it run
Okay.
off. Scamper off.
Spoof. There it is.
Go in, go!
So this rat suddenly appears, and it draws the attention of these creatures, and with blubbering shrieks, they quickly abandon their prey, and they see this which has mostly been eaten, and they see this live rat, and as it disappears into the darkness,
Go in.
they quickly move behind it.
We have 40 seconds, let's go.
40 seconds, we can just have a nice leisurely stroll.
Oh, let's go.
Speak for yourself, I've only got little legs.
Likewise, we've
Clara
all
stops
only got
running.
little legs. We can all only move at 20 feet per round.
What?
All of us
Could
can only
you
move.
all roll me a perception too, by the way?
Oh yeah, sure.
So why can you move at 20 feet per round?
Oh, I guess you're monk, so you can probably move faster, but... Thara's a dwarf, that isn't a monk, so it can only move 20 feet,
Good.
I assume. I can only move
Oh,
20
that one's
feet,
nearly a 1.
because I have small legs. And Sigma's got heavy armor.
Are we all doing perception checks, or was that just a Glamvar thing?
Everyone roll
That's
perception.
generally for everyone, but
Come on, get a 16. Get a 16, Sigmund. Keep up
Not
the
bad.
chain of 16s. 19s even.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Do you want a what do you need from here? Sorry.
Perception.
yeah, wow, that's
like,
319.
3 19s in a row.
I rolled low. I can move 40 feet.
Yeah, of course you
Yeah.
can, you're a monk.
Monks.
Perception check, Ag.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, that's very fair. As you see these creatures above land quickly run after this rat, you also see in the water, beneath the murky surface, some other creatures, which you assume to be the same kind of being, also move in that direction by the water, which assumedly were lying in wait underneath the surface. But
they're
they have also
leaving.
moved to chase the rat.
Oh, nice. That was doubly effective.
Just do some revelation. D2. It's a big map, so roll 20 doesn't always cooperate extremely well, but it's reasonable. Okay. Polygon reveal. This reveals a wider area of the sewer place that you are at right now.
Oh, not slug. 2 slugs.
Yes, there are some slugs hanging around, feeding off like the lichens and the mosses that are growing around the sewer runoff.
From what I can remember, they're not particularly hostile, though.
They don't seem to take issue to your presence.
Let's just go around them.
Sidle around them and try not to slip on their sticky, slimy slug goo.
Is. Yeah, alright, let's just parkour around them. What's in that little passageway to the southwise?
If you look down it, you see that it's a bit of like a thin corridor that just sort of goes into the darkness.
Should we try northwise next? I'm totally turned around.
Yeah, well, we just came from the south, so...
Yeah.
Didn't we go south originally?
Yeah.
Just a quick question, Lon.
Yes.
I mean, our characters will have heard the directions like a lot sooner to this time point than us as players have.
Yes. Would you
is-
like me to repeat them?
Yes, I think that would be good.
So from the place that Tim was, Tim said to go down the corridor that you were facing, turn left, then turn the second left, and then turn a right.
Turn left, second left, and then turn right.
Yeah, that was from where we met him, though. And I think it was the second left bit that tripped me up, because I can't remember now, but I just remember it confused me.
It doesn't that we don't really have knowledge. We can barely remember what the route we've travelled so far is.
Yeah, that's not helpful
Yeah, I
either.
mean, how does that map to like where we are now? Are we on track?
Who knows whether you're on track? That's part of the challenge of the sewer level.
Okay. Yeah, it's slightly tricky just because
There's a lot of time between the
well, it's
sessions.
time between sessions, and the fact that it's the map's taking off behind us.
Yeah,
yeah,
I have no idea where we are. What if we just
In the
went
sewers.
surface-wise?
Yeah, that might be an
I think-
idea.
Like, at least if we go surface-wise, we have a map that's entirely filled in.
Yeah, or we can at least get like an orientation of where we are in the city, and therefore then what direction we might need to head in to get to the...
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, there was a point that we needed to try and find our way down here so we don't get spotted. I do think like getting an idea of what's going on with the sewers is probably a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be worthwhile. Dave, do you have any of your creatures with you? Like
Toast is on the surface. I didn't want to bring it down here. So
I think. Can you call Toast like psychically?
can I? I don't know.
Isn't that like a range as well?
Like legit, this is me as a player. I don't actually know, because I know that Toast has got a psychic link with me, and that she can project the images into my head. Though it's not necessarily with me; she can just do that to anyone. But I don't know if it goes the other way.
Well, I don't really know either.
I think it would be useful, like, because we're potentially lost, and I think we've gone down a route because this might have been the second left, but there's no right turn here. So it would be good if we
That
could.
was the thing that was throwing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if we could just get either Toast or just some
If you
other
want.
creature that
If you want, I can. That is like the one thing that I will concede in this darkness. I can ping you the general direction of where Tim was originally.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be good just to send either one of us or a creature back to Tim and just to figure out where we are. I think,
Oh god.
yeah.
Well, my
I'm
summon
less of a
animals.
fan of
My
that
summon
plan.
animals only
If
last
You want
40
to just send
seconds.
Glanvar on a run? Would be fast.
Hmm.
Go on then.
If I ping in the
Well,
fog
like-
of war, can you still see it?
No. Yes.
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 Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, he's
That is
really
the
not very far away.
General location of Tim.
Tim
Yeah.
is sort of relatively far to the northwest of us, but like one left turn, sort of scale-wise.
Right.
Okay.
Turn, left turn. I'm confused.
Well, coming from Tim,
We're
it'd
in
be
a,
south
if
and
that's the
then left
case,
turn.
if that's the case, we're in completely the wrong area.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe we should go south after all.
Remember, left and right is not like as you see it on the,
like,
map.
is-
It
as
is
the characters
from
see
his
it. I
perspective.
know.
Yeah.
But I'm not great with that kind of
Yeah.
thing anyway.
And we were heading south from Tim, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
And
it was like
that
down
is
the corridor,
in the-
turn left, which would put us kind of here,
Oh, I can't see it.
and then the second left, which means we should really be kind of here.
Where? Should we?
Should we?
Well, I don't know. This is probably me overthinking things, but like because we found Tim pretty close to our base, which is in the sort of northwest of the city.
Yeah.
I can remember, and then where we're trying to get to was much more to the south east, or at least the east and south.
Yeah.
A fair amount. So, and I've been trying to keep that in my mind rather than.
I will say that is kind of overthinking it because
Yeah, okay.
well, I couldn't make that
I
big of a
suspected
sewer
it
map,
would be.
So
Okay, never mind then. I have no
the
idea.
sewers are representative of the labyrinthine nature of the sewers,
Yes.
but they are not. You cannot overlay this map on the city map
Yeah,
and then expect it to make sense.
Not to scale.
It is fairly labyrinthian, though.
Yeah.
Is-
Yet to
that
run
is
into a
its
minotaur.
challenge.
Just slugs. A slug man is a lot worse than a boar man. Or a bull man, even. So, what were you saying, Sigmund?
I think we should send someone back to, like, I think we're definitely in the wrong area. We've missed something.
Well, Glanvar is literally the fastest of everyone. He can move twice the speed of everyone else.
And can see in the dark. So I think we should send Glanvar back to Tim and get a better view of where we actually need to be, because I don't think it's here.
Are you okay with that, Glanville?
Yeah, why not? Right.
Yeah, okay.
Let's head back to where we started this nonsense.
Turbo Dwarf.
Do you want me just to move in 40-foot batches, or do you want me to just move?
I would like you to move in increments because moving like straight into the fog of war is a bit might not be
Fair
very
enough.
accurate.
I'm now in the fog of war.
We'll open up the area.
There's no need for me to go across the bridge.
Because from what I can remember, we came from that direction.
That's
and then,
where we started it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was like another
Came
big
through
room.
here.
And we'd come from up there somewhere. I think.
Pardon me. Yeah, I'm in the next, whatever the hell this is, storm drain.
Okay. Could you roll me a stealth, please, as you enter the other sewer drain?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh
brilliant.
no, we split the party!
There's a song about this.
Is there? I would cut through down
I
there.
already got my character sheet. Stealth. What?
That's pretty good.
Very good. Okay. I will show you some more of the area. Okay, so you can see that across the sewer drain, across the big storm drain, there are some creatures shambling about, and you can see that there are a few what seem to be sort of muddy skeletons and sort of waterlogged
Now, I can't
undead.
remember. Did we come across this storm
we
drain,
came-
or did
we
we
came
come
across.
from the north?
I thought we came across it, but
We came across for sure. For sure, we came across it.
I'm not saying for sure, but I don't remember the monsters
Can't
being there.
No, I'm saying for sure we came across it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
You run back again.
You have rolled high on stealth, so they have not noticed you, and it might be possible to move by them with relative stealth because
What,
they do not
actually
seem very
By this way, you mean? Or...
by any way. None of them seem very
Wait a minute. Did we come from
present.
here or here?
The one on the left, maybe?
Yeah, the one on the left.
Because I'm just looking, and doesn't this means it's unless there's some a gate or something here, and we're just gonna join up. We just done a loop on ourselves.
Are we gonna do a loop on ourselves? Is there anything over here? I move up cautiously next to the slugs.
I will. The slugs are fine. The slugs are not hostile to you.
Yeah.
As
I
you
mean,
move
they're still pretty
here
gross though. It's a slug the same size as me.
through.
Sigmund's going to be
so you
following with
see-
Dave.
We are
you
going to
see
meet up,
sort of
aren't
this
we? We've got a complete loop.
area.
Except we wouldn't have been able to get to this side of. Oh no. So we came down the left-hand side.
Yeah. I don't think there was a way across on that side, so that's why we ended up going the whole way round.
Well, there's a thing here that is easy to have missed.
Yeah.
I'm sort of been tempted to get Glanvar to do a parkour to the center, do a massive running leap around, to
That would be really
this
cool.
center island, but I don't know if he'll have enough momentum to get back off again. How fast is the water flowing? Pretty fast, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's pretty fast because those are like two waterfalls. Yeah, it's going at a pace. Yeah.
Oh shit. Less me to deal with to go past these three mobs than it is to go past all of this.
You do
So
a cool monk run up the wall around them and bounce off.
that's what I was gonna do.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna move to there.
Roll acrobatics.
Pardon?
Roll acrobatics, if you please.
Stealth? Did you just say?
Acrobatics.
To
Roll
roll
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Mm. Come on, Berglan.
Oh shit.
Ew, that was almost a crit
16.
fail.
That's good enough.
That's nowhere near a crit fail.
It was a 2.
It's reasonable.
Well, that just
I
gets me
think
to
that
there.
these-
That doesn't get me to where I need to be yet. I've not done
No.
that.
Yeah. So now you would be, I think, around here on the other side of these mobs. I think that the
What,
only
next to
penalty
it?
that
So
yeah. So I think the only thing that they are now aware of you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have not been able to do this. Remaining in stealth, but otherwise they do not have. They don't get an attack yet.
good, because I'm gonna burn it.
However-
I'm gonna continue with my momentum to make another leap to
Alright.
the center.
All acrobatics again.
Please don't fall in, Berglan. Nice.
Very good.
Oh, that was close
Very
to a
good.
bloody critical fail.
I think actually that as you make this jump, like this one zombie is sort of like chasing after you, and instead of like jumping off the normal like the ground, you sort of jump up a bit and jump off the zombie as you
Nice.
stabilizing it and causing it to go down, to fall down the drain and just fall stories down into the.
Can I have a listen to see? Can I gauge how deep it is by listening to it scream?
You can see it fall, especially with your dark vision. I would say that it is about. It's like it's difficult to say because I don't quite know. It's like
It's not that far.
a bit more. As it falls, you see sort of a shape move in the water, and as it just before it hits the surface of the boiling water, you see a big jaw just snap it up.
Right, don't go.
It's probably not a good idea to go in there anyway.
So
Well, you
I'm-
can roll me a perception if for more detailed information, or well, to see how
Might as
good of a
well,
look
'cause
you've
it-
got at the creature that's down there.
I'm at the edge, so I might as well.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Okay.
Good roll.
I think for a 33, which is very good, I will briefly show you the token of this creature.
Ooh, that's not as biggie. That's not as biggie at all. Is that a scale?
Friendly looking bugger.
It is a big sort of crocodilian being with some like luminescent spots on its head, it seems.
As I said,
We'll
don't go into the water.
some more of this. Here we go.
Can we hear any of the sounds of Glanvar running around or anything like that from where we are?
You probably just heard the
Yeah.
Actually, that's a point. Actually,
You certainly heard like the moan of the zombie as it went down, and you did hear some scuffling. If you want to roll perception for like anything else in particular, you can.
yeah, just
Dave's gonna blithely walk up to the edge because he's got a whiz of 9. Have a look around. Glanvar?
Sigmund, you've got good perception. You see the slugs just hanging around, and you notice you hear like the zombie falling, but strangely enough, you do not hear actually a splash as the zombie would have hit the water. But you do hear like a more prolonged like splashing, which is assumedly the creature coming up to the surface and snapping it up. But it's a bit hard to hear over the waterfall. Otherwise, you can hear with a 20. You hear that the general area at the moment is relatively quiet, so there does not seem to be a high risk of wandering monsters, if you will.
Pardon?
Oh, that was to Sigmund about the his 20 perception roll. So there, you heard some stuff from Glanfar. It sounded a bit weird, but it's within reason. And you also are aware that in the general area that you are right now, there is no imminent risk or danger of monsters. You do not. Well, there is like some scuffling and some, general sewer sounds, but there are no. Isn't like a feeling of imminent threat. If you
okay. I'll pass that information on. That's good. Can we see Glanvar? I think Sig's going to come up to where Dave is because he's going to try and be guarding Dave.
How far does that light source?
I'm not really sure. I don't think it actually says on the page. I can double check though.
What's the spell?
Dancing lights.
Light.
Dancing lights.
Question?
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says that they all have to be near to each other. Oh, they cast the same amount of light as a torch or a lantern.
Yeah, as a torch.
Shedding a normal light for 20-foot radius from the point touch and increasing light level additional 20 feet. By one step up. Okay, so past it's normal light where you are, and then out from that, it's increasing that light level by 1. So if it's dark out here, it's dim light and.
Yeah.
Well, I think Glanvar would be able to see that there's a light source here. Be able to put 2 and 2 together.
Oh yeah,
around for sure. Yeah.
Going to hoof it up the central column platform. As he does, he looks over to his right and just waves.
Oh dear. Heaps.
Can you give us a ping where Tim the Rat King was again?
Yes, I will. Just a second. Tim the Rat King is roughly speaking. Wait, I need to select the right thing. He is roughly speaking over here.
Yeah,
Can you do that once more, please? Because
Yeah.
oh, there we
and Tim the Rat King was go down, take a left,
Possibly this one.
left,
and
then take the second left, and then right.
yeah. So I think that puts us. So taking the second left would probably put us. So here's second left ish. So here's first left off here.
Yeah, we've gone that way.
Second left puts us around here,
Yeah.
and then right
back.
puts us back here. Maybe
Where are you pointing? Where were you pointing with your?
left. Second left, right. Sorry, here.
I can't see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, so I reckon we should be heading in that sort of direction.
It feels a bit
Like,
meta.
I think we need to be heading vaguely there. Once we start seeing the glowing shit, I'm sure we'll be fine. So let's just head on in that direction.
Are we
Yeah.
calling Broglan back over in that case?
Yeah, I think so.
Broglan, we think we might have figured it out. This way.
Great. There's a lot of zombies back there.
Oh.
All right, well let's stay away from those.
Yeah.
And there's something in the water.
Well, there's a lot of
We've got to
things in
find
the
a voice for
water.
Glanvar because using my normal voice just doesn't feel right anymore.
You're cool. I didn't do a voice because I'm lazy.
So which way am I meeting up with you guys? Or you...
Yeah, well, Dave's beckoning you over. We think we might have figured it out, Glanval. This way. Like we're going up.
Can you roll me a stealth as you move over the sort of creaking, like wooden little bridge there?
I gotta make a note to jump these things more.
Nice.
Plenty.
You teleport.
Wow.
Plenty of stealth.
I suddenly materialised
Yes.
next to Dave.
Ah!
Yes. With your immaculate monk training, you gently tiptoe over this bridge, making not a single sound.
Why do you think you made such a good thief?
Yes.
No, he did get caught.
True.
You
Up
won.
until that
Good
point.
thief, not a
One
great
gets
thief.
caught eventually.
All right, so
Yes.
let's be heading kind of like in a northwestern direction, and hopefully we'll see the other thing that we're looking for, which is the weird glowing. Yeah, so I think that's the other thing I want to be keeping a lookout for, like especially in the water, because there's a water flow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we know that there's like weird glowing stuff coming out of the
Academy.
entrance by university. Like take a specific like look in the water for like fragments of that we could maybe follow the water for as well, whilst we're heading in this northwestern direction.
You can roll me a perception or survival for detection of any of that stuff.
I'll go for a
do you
survival. I
think
think that's more.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. At the location that you're at right now, there is no trace of these.
Well, this is like
glowing cities.
an ongoing thing that Sigmund's going to be doing whilst we do in the northwestern direction. So
Dave would do
Okay.
much the same.
That's fine.
Onwards to adventure.
Adventure. Okay, I will
Oh
probably on
god, Dave's
reveal
running off on his
some stuff.
Dave
Okay.
is a fearless little bastard. Oh, the X.
So we think we're heading what this way now.
Yes.
So this would be the second. This would be the.
The turn right.
we're coming at it from the wrong place, but this is around the second left.
Oh, okay. So should we be on
so
the
like-
other side, and then this would be the right.
I don't think we're exactly on that route, but I think we're kind of approximately leading up to
We're
get-
migrating
to
in
where
the
it would be.
correct direction.
I mean, there's a door just around the corner. Can I inspect that? Is there anything on the door, or is it like a jail cell door?
Oh, good call.
It says
You can
go
roll.
away.
Actually, no. You can probably see some stuff just from that. As you inspect the door, this seems to be like a wooden door, which has been affected a bit by the lichens and like the rot of the moist air down here. You can, however, still read the metal plate that's on it, which says sewer maintenance.
There might be a map in there.
Oh my god, Thyra kicks down the door.
Roll strength, Thyra, and also roll stealth, Thyra.
Oh dear.
Well, that seems like a poor decision. Can I
It
tempt you
hides.
by literally anything else?
It is
well,
what you said you were gonna do.
It is what you said you were going to do.
Alright, I kick down the door very successfully.
How stealthily.
And
Not
get a
very at
-2
all.
to stealth.
Oh my god.
Thyra kicks
That's
the
what we
door
call
off
a
the
big
hinges. And, yeah.
So I'm
it's
just imagining
very-
this scene. Sigma just whispers over, Thyra, there could be a map in there.
Thyra is 20
Eat.
feet behind you, kicking it down already.
All right, yeah. So this door is just destroyed,
It's erased from existence.
and it makes an awful racket as like bats that were living in this place in the dark sort of are woken up and fly out screeching. And there is just an awful racket. Really,
Haha! I did it! And Thyra gets hit by a face full of bats.
you see like because of the racket, you can see like the slugs sort of moving away.
They're running away at their full
and-
speed of 5 feet around.
Yeah, at
Oh,
their full
gooey
speed of
speed.
5 feet per round, indeed.
Oh, God.
And
Poor
you
slugs.
hear in the direction that you guys were heading, Sigmund and Glanvor and Dave, you see in the distance you see some creatures that were hanging around
Oh,
there.
Jesus.
Oh, and they killed all the ghouls that we chased off earlier.
More ghouls.
Yeah, you can see like some ghouls that are eating. It seems that there is like some like one of the dead like children, one of like some dead humans that are lying around there, and the ghouls are eating them. However, they notice you, but being scavengers as they are, they do not seem to be interested in like fighting you. Instead, they are going to sort of try and drag their prey with them, or rather their bounty, as they sort of move back into the darkness.
Yeah, you'd better run. You
And
bastard.
however, there are some creatures that are going to suddenly emerge from the water
Oh.
at the call of this
Bad decision.
this door kicking.
Yeah, that's a bad decision.
And
Oh.
Hi, Egg.
There we are.
Sorry, I don't know why it keeps happening.
you see that
Yeah, these things happen.
thrashing in the water and now coming up to in fact attack you and possibly eat you.
Nah, probably
There are
not.
some large sewer worms
These are
that
not
are
like sewer slugs.
moving in. I will briefly enlarge one to give you a little detail of it.
I really didn't need that level of detail, though.
And I'm
Consider.
giving it to you
Don't like
anyway.
that.
Disgusting sewers, part of the adventure. Let's go.
Yeah.
Roll initiative, please.
Yeah, yeah.
God, I
Oh,
hope these
fam.
things aren't.
I can't imagine they'd be that tough, but...
God, what if they were like CR6 each?
Oh, no.
I would hope they are. Oh, if they're CR6 each, then that's CR8 which we're at, so that would be fine.
Yeah, I was thinking about for B team.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I think that like 5 CR6 creatures is probably more than CR8, but
Oh, sorry.
Well.
There's. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Hang
there
on,
were
I'll
only
find a
3. There's
calculator.
5 of. No, there's
there are
not.
5.
I thought if there was 3 CR6 creatures is. Oh, actually, it might be CR9.
yeah.
CR8.
In any
on.
case,
There's 5 of them.
In any case, it would be a badly
order-
balanced encounter. Which I'm sure Mon has not
Do
done.
it in any
They're
case.
not the bloody
5
tentacle creatures
CR6
from,
creatures would be CR11, so I really hope that isn't the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm gonna add everyone to the turn order.
My dex
Sigmund
is higher than
got
Sigmund.
15.
So I'll be going ahead of him.
That's 21. Sigmund kicks down the door. Well, Thyra kicks down the
Why'd you do
door.
that?
Add turn.
Is it like slash me or something?
Dave is also 15.
Yes, it's your kicking
Thyra
the door. It's like, huh?
is,
So they're getting flashbacks to, like, our very, very first
messing up
module.
The 20 AUI. Thyra is 11. I assume that Dave has a higher dex mob than Sig.
I very much doubt.
There. And
I doubt you've got a
add
+4.
the worms, who are gonna be at not very high at all. So first of all, it's Brother Glanvar who may make his move. I'm gonna put on some
Fighting tunes.
Fighting tunes, indeed.
Fighting music to fight to.
So everything here is Cena. Or just the serpents?
Yeah, but the ghouls don't care. Well, the ghouls are Cena's, but they don't
care. The ghouls are sort of... The ghouls are moving themselves and the prey that they are eating away, like back into the darkness.
Yeah, they don't want none.
Well, now a flurry of bows.
Get him, Broglan.
On.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
From going from.
Get him.
Bottom to top. So 1, 2. Huh.
Okay. So
I
let's
missed.
see. First 2 hit. Other 2 don't. Good enough to. Oh, whoops. Take out. Well, actually, let me. The second one is good enough to take out this worm here. So you sort of. So this worm sort of screeches, and this arrow flies into its mouth, sort of skewers this worm, and into a brochet, and or I don't know. Well, that's the word that we use, a kebab, if you will. And the other ones, this one is visibly damaged, and we'll quickly roll something for. Okay, so that worm is going to retreat into the water on account of its damage. It's going to submerge again. And these worms are not hit, unfortunately.
Thyra, we need to get this thing.
Right. Dave, it is your turn.
It's me. I've got to fire a crossbow bolt at the nearest one. Plain and simple.
Right.
No point wasting anything fancy
Correct.
on a worm. Where are my weapons? How do we use them? Right, crossbow. No flank, no power attack, no additional hits. Oh wow, jeez.
Nice.
Good.
That
That
doesn't
definitely
seem right,
hits.
but I'm not going to question it right now. It was a 17 on the dice, at any rate.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
No. Yay!
Right, well, it's something.
I'm helping.
The worm is hit.
Nice. That's your dagger damage.
Hit.
Oh, so it is. Oh yeah, sorry, can I re-roll that? I hit the wrong one.
You can.
I'm
if
gonna
it's
get
not
one
the same
anyway.
roll, you can re-roll that. Yeah.
Woo! It's because I can actually only ever get 1 damage on my dagger.
That definitely hits and deals damage to this worm.
Yay! And then I'll reload with my move action.
Sigmund, it's your turn, my man.
Okay, can I 5-foot step and still get a full attack here?
Yes, I will generally allow
Do you need
that.
to full
I
attack?
think that's usually the way that it works, but it's worth checking. Okay, so first off, Mace of Spades attack. No flank. No power attack, I don't think. Additional hit modifiers -2. because he's dual wielding. Is that hit?
Yeah, that
Yes.
definitely hits.
Do I need to roll the rest of the attacks there, or is that just enough to...
No, you don't. That thing is dead.
Just like as he swings down, as this comes out of the ground, he just thwonks it with the Mace of Spades and just sends it like splattering.
Yeah,
I think off against this wall here, if I can, it's just like crunk, dunk.
Oh yeah, yeah, that thing's down. So it is. What were you saying about that wall?
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so it's just
Stunk. Just
sort of smeared over the sewer walkway.
excellent.
Could you also roll me a survival as you're going?
Sure. Oh, cool.
That's a crit success.
Wow.
Crit
Now,
success.
you know,
You know everything.
you know for one that you see like these dead worms and this injured worm in this water. You can see the blood of these creatures moving sort of in this direction because of the flow of the water.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it moving like this and then like this.
Sorry, do that second part again.
On like the flow, the water's flow, and you also know because of this very high survival roll that this blood spread in the water might attract larger predators.
Like that horrible thing Glanvor saw.
And that its blood type is AB positive.
Okay,
Ah.
I think we'll go. Oh, we might be calling something larger here. Thyra, see if there's a map in there. Then we need these.
Okay, but first of all, it's time to deploy the guns, whatever those are.
I think we've got these covered. Just get a map from out there if we can, and we just need to get out of here as quick as possible.
Well, I mean, Thyra can spend her entire turn running there, if that's helpful.
Hmm.
Alright, fuck it. Okay, here we go. Call her Miss Fahrenheit. She's traveling very slowly. That's as far as she can get using double movement.
Yep.
I've only got little legs.
Yep.
Well,
Short
there might
leg
be a
life.
map just on the wall or something here. If this is like a...
Okay. Can I go to here in that case? Do I see into the little maintenance room?
Yeah, so there is like a little maintenance room. You can see a bit of it through the narrow way,
Oh,
and
it's bigger than I thought.
you see that there's also still like a way going this way. And the only thing that you can see is like a wooden table on the side there somewhere. Like not all of this is on the map because I didn't like make sprites for it all, but you can see like a bit of a wooden table in there. You can see what looks like there is some kind of like paper stuck to the wall, which might be and it
Yeah,
just
sorry,
runs.
buddy. I think we just need to be quick, like something very large, and see how heavy is going to be turning up. For that survival roll, by the way, Mon, did I notice any kind of like glowing shit in the water coming down from this direction?
You did not. You explicitly did not notice this.
Okay, all right.
However, enlarging your view a little bit here because I think that you can reasonably see that. Oh wait, this is doing a bit of a weird thing, so you can see a bit more in this direction. That from that place, you can see over here something that looks like a barricade wall made of like stones, wood, and like bags of I don't know, flour or something, just stacked up really high and generally seemingly used as a barricade of some kind.
Oh, did they mention something about barricading off that area? The Rat King, I mean. Did he mention something about that, or am I just making that up?
I cannot remember.
That might just be...
Might have. He talked about a lot of weird stuff.
He did. Okay, well let's see how this kind of pans out in general. Yes.
So the worms, they are going to move like this.
All right, come at me, bro.
These
I find it
guys
kind of
sort
hard to
try-
imagine that a worm could break through your AC.
Yeah, so they quickly
We've
slither
said
out
that
of the
before,
water.
Nick.
Yeah. Let's not tempt fate
Really?
again.
Crit to hit me. Oh, that'll do it.
That'll do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so these worms are attacking you. They are rolling. Let's see what they roll. No, they do not, in fact, hit you. Could you, however, roll me a fortitude save?
Okay, even though they've not hit me? Or is this from something that's around them? Okay, cool.
Don't question the
Fortitude.
DM.
20?
Nice.
Very good. These worms stink.
Yeah, okay.
They have a very significant stench, like a sewer worm, and they also have a very unpleasant appearance. So going up against them from this distance is generally not a good time. However, you managed to pull through.
Okay. Sigmund has seen more disgusting and worse smelling things in his toilet after a night out.
Yep. Yep.
Brother Glanvar, we are back at you.
Awesome. 5-foot step across. I can't do a full round bow attack with normal after a 5-foot step, can I?
And I generally say that if it's only a 5-foot step, you can do a full round attack.
I'll just do a full round on. Doesn't really matter which worm, the nearest worm.
Right. For it, I'd say.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so
Oh,
14,
not nice.
6, and 39. That's on the same worm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is dead.
Hooray.
I just. What in the living hell?
Well, it's a worm. I can't imagine its AC is fantastic.
No, it's more the fact that my rolls are so low.
Okay, good. Dave.
Dave?
Mr. Dave Barrow Hill.
Dave, if I move over there, I've got a better shot with the crossbow. I need to hit the right button this time. Nice.
Very good.
Okay, assume
Roll
that
for
hits.
damage.
I hit the right one this time, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Yes, that definitely hurts this creature, and it squirms sort of as it recoils from the bolt of your crossbow that has struck it. Oh no, it's not dead yet. I
Oh,
did that wrong.
resurrects.
But it is hurt.
Okay.
Sigmund, it's
Take
your
that.
turn.
Is that Sigmund now? He's gonna go in with.
Stand on it.
Yeah, he's not power attacking. He's just.
Smush it. Oh,
Oh,
oh dear.
Grail.
Do you swing too hard and
Oh,
fall
dear.
into the water?
Okay.
Please do.
Oh, not if he does.
I
but
do have
there's
some
that.
follow-up attacks as well, but we'll see how that pans out. I mean, do you
Roll a
Reflex.
reflex?
straight dex.
Straight
please.
dex.
Straight dex.
Okay.
That's the worst kind of dex.
Much prefer
Yeah. Okay.
Pandex.
Mm.
13.
13.
It's above
That's a
average.
15 for reflex. If you'd be interested.
Nice. Okay. You do not fall into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Just get an attack of opportunity against you.
That seems logical.
And it's gonna attack you. That's a crit.
Oh no!
You crit me.
Worm.
Every time.
And is gonna then just as you sort of slip and you just about catch yourself, suddenly like this worm goes for your neck as it is a bit exposed from your armor and just bites you on the back of the neck for 4 points of damage.
How much
And
damage?
could you
Sorry.
roll me a fortitude?
How much damage was that? Sorry, Mum.
That's 4 points of damage.
Okay, you want another fortitude. 15?
Not quite as good
Hello?
as 20. Come on? Oh. Come on!
It's gone again.
He's gone again. He's not lining up at all this time. Jack, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
still here. Sorry.
You're still
Hello.
here. We've lost Mon. That's such a vital moment.
Oh, that's an inconvenient person to lose.
That's a
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
Mon? Mon. No, if I put Mon lots of O's in it, it just looks like I'm saying moon.
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 Moon. That's a
Okay.
good meme.
Did
Mon, can you
did you
hear
know that
us?
is the official name for a moon of a moon, is a moon.
Oh, I did hear that. That was pretty great. I'm pretty on board.
It was
for
on
that.
the QI Twitter, so it must be true.
I think I've seen it in like on the news. So
Oh,
yeah,
well.
I think so.
But isn't the moon the name of a satellite around Earth?
No, because moons are a thing.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just unimaginative. We call all suns sun, even though our sun is specifically the sun. Collection issues. Okay.
Well,
No, all sun, all.
All things that
are you
suns
still
are.
a sun if you don't have anything orbiting around you?
Yeah, it's just a star. You're
I'm
just a
not
star.
Yeah. Just
Well,
a
exactly. What's the difference? Oh, Mom's
Well,
saying connection
yeah,
issues stand be.
by. So we're standing by.
Standing
by.
by.
Frozen
So
in
Red 5
time.
standing by.
Oh,
Roger,
what?
Roger.
Let's instead spend our stream discussing astrophysical phenomena.
Yes.
Oh God, please don't.
Which what you have
Hey, I
just
mean,
been doing about moons and suns.
Astrophysical phenomena
Moon
are
moons.
really cool.
Yeah,
so,
you're back.
but they are for another time.
Yes.
So Sigmund, how did that?
15.
15. All right, that is enough.
Ugh.
So you do not suffer any further effect from it.
Okay, I'm going to have my additional attack, so I'm going to smack it with the shield of Arbello really hard.
All right, that's very good.
Teach it a lesson.
Nice.
Okay, does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
And then 7 damage.
Oh yeah, that's gone. That's a goner.
Okay, he's just like he just like smacks it down with the shield, just impales it on the ground on the spikes.
It is just turned to mush. But you do have a nasty sort of circular biting wound on your
Oh,
neck.
like a lamprey, like oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did it actually crit me, by the way?
You.
Oh god, I shouldn't have made that conversation. All right, cool, right.
It is jinxing it.
Well, glad that's over. Maybe. Oh, no, my thing's crashed again.
3 that are still sort of in the main
Yeah.
hallway.
Not me, who's in a separate room.
What are we doing? I crashed again.
Perception check.
Perception.
Ah, cool. I can do that. I've got a button that says perception on it. I can push that. Doesn't mean I'll see very much, though.
You, Sigmund.
Oh, a perception you want from me? Okay, cool.
I have to hope that
Roll a
thing...
fail and fall in the sewer. Oh my God.
Okay.
I don't fall in the sewer. Yeah.
Yeah, Sigmund. Now that you have defeated these worms, you are very happy about this. Tide has turned, and the threat has been vanquished, and you are now perfectly safe. Dave, you feel a bit uncomfortable as you see sort of the slugs that were sitting around in the distance, sort of seemingly in a hurry move away from like the waterways.
Oh, 10 feet a turn.
Yes, Brother Glanvar.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand back just in case.
22. You are, as you are a monk, you're sort of attuned to like the energy flows around you, as well as like your normal senses, I would say, which is like a an explanation for like your really high perception rolls that you can sort of sense the energies of the world around you.
The key.
Something's coming.
How about we get into this little corridor with Thyra? Hello, Thyra.
Hello. I'm here in tiny corridor, and it's
you can definitely move further down that corridor.
Okay,
if you like.
Sigmund's following Dave because he can't see.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm
Yeah.
taking the light with
God,
me, aren't I?
Guess I'm bringing up the rear then.
God, what if, upon wandering through this sewer for 7 hours, we discovered the serial killer? Wouldn't that be bonkers? Even though I'm pretty sure the serial killer's fictional. What if this was like his lair or what have you?
Well, we figured it was like an assassin for the government. I can't even remember now, but it was an assassin for someone or another. Maybe. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
I don't know. I
Sigmund
mean,
comes
these
in-
things have a tendency of resolving themselves around us. Yes.
Sigmund comes in. He's like holding his hands, like he's like, "Oh, fire!
What's wrong?
I got what's wrong? I got chomped by a sewer creature."
I can't. Sigmund, you're very tall. I can't see.
Okay, like goes down. It's like, look.
Oh,
It's gone
jeez.
I
That's a
know.
big one. Oh, you were
I
very
know.
brave.
I,
Thyra uses up her comprehend languages, converts it into cure minor wounds, and then boops him right in the bite.
okay,
There you are. Is that better?
that is much better. Thank you, Fire.
You're welcome. Do you need to talk?
I'm just very off-put. It came at me.
I know, buddy.
Hmm.
We all had it. I think it's a rite of passage as part of PATHCO. We all had to wander through a swamp for a while.
I'm just not used to getting hit.
Huh? Well, I'm very used to that. Anyway, what else is there in this room?
Actually,
So
you say that, I did get the shit kicked out of me in our bed. That is true.
there are,
Yeah, but you
there are
kind of
some
deserved it.
good-
In this
Actually,
room, there's a
that
dwarf,
is
a human,
true.
and a halfling, and some dancing lights. Oh, there's 2 dwarfs now.
Yeah, 2 dwarves, a human, and a halfling all walk
So there
into a
are
sewer
some-
maintenance room.
crappy wooden tables here that are also sort of affected by the rot of like the moist air. There is some a large piece of paper stick through the wall. However, it is mostly faded.
Mostly does not
Because
mean
of, like, the wet-
entirely. Is there...
Because of the wetness and stuff. And what you can still see on it is you can, and if you zoom out, I'm going to ping these locations on the larger map.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus. Right, okay.
Still read out something that is called Storm Drain 1 and Storm Drain 2, which are let me get the right cursor. Which
we've been
are
there, haven't we? Weren't
Yeah.
those big round
have,
things?
have been to these
Yeah, I'd
Right.
assume it's Storm
Yeah.
Drains.
and here.
Yeah.
I can't see the ping there.
Oh,
you,
I could. There were like one there. And... over there.
I mean, would it be possible to put like a little get rid of the fog of war like on a square there, just so we can see
Oh
it
yeah.
where we are now?
Okay, so it's like maybe I can point. I can use the pointer actually to do this. And
Okay.
point
No,
to
the,
the
the other one was like over here, wasn't it?
2 storm drains. There is
Which we've
one
already been to.
that says there we go. There's one that says west side runoff, which is around here, which is sort of where you came from.
Yeah, that's where Tim was living.
There is one that says east side runoff, which is sort of here,
Mm. Oops.
which is close to something that says academy runoff, which is around
Ah.
here.
So we were heading in the right direction.
Academy runoff. That's where we. Ah, yeah. There was a map here.
And there is also something that does not have a specific name to it, but it is sort of a swatch of the map that you can still read, and it looks not really like the big sewer hallways that you've been seeing, but more sort of like a small, like labyrinthian bit of corridor, like with like some smaller rooms and stuff, which you wouldn't really expect. It looks more like a tunnel system than a sewer, really, and that is sort of in this direction.
Can I make a sketch in my journal of it?
Yes, you can.
I do that.
You can. Like, yeah, like if you
can-
guys, if I say stuff like this and you want to like draw that or stuff like that,
Well,
please do.
this is Dave writing it down, not me. But
Yeah.
now I can say, if Egg the player forgets, I can say, oh, but it's fine because Dave has the map, and then you, the DM, can tell me what I put on the map.
That's true. You could also like draw it yourself for fun.
Oh, but my tablet is, I don't even know where, and I don't have anything to draw on, and I don't like doing that anyway.
Still exists,
I
right?
don't have any paper. The only things on my desk are empty cups.
All right. Well, in any case, Dave's got the map, or at least the semblance of a map. What else is here? There is like what looks like a tool cabinet. If you want to look around that, there are like some old tools in there, and a big. It looks like a sort of, not really a barrel, but like, you know, like those really big sort of plump bottles, right? That like really hold a lot of stuff. It's something like that, like, you know, your classic like green bottle, and it has an etiquette on it, part of which you can still sort of make out the word cleaner. There is like some words in front of it that you cannot read anymore.
Should we keep going forwards or head back the way we came?
Let's keep going forward. See if there's another door on the other side. It seems like
another right-hand turn.
Okay.
Also, I get the feeling something big and horrible was coming down the way we just came, so let's keep moving. Oh, no right turns just yet. Just a small room. Ah, I see a right turn up ahead. I'm going to peer cautiously round the corner here first, though, just to be on the safe side. Because I remember
Are there any doors?
I don't know.
If you peer around that corner, you will see a door.
I found a door.
There.
Hang on, guys, I've got this.
No.
Do you want to interact with this door?
If only to. I'm going to have a look at it to see what it says before Thyra gets here and breaks it.
Not say anything on this side.
I don't care then. Where are you going? So we need to make a right turn anyway from the little sketch map that I have.
You can sort of see past this way. You can see down this corridor to where there is another door. Some corridors to the left.
Okay. Well, that door looks like one that might be a good one to interact with. I must assume everyone is, like, you know, following behind.
Nope, Thyra's busy trying to kick down that last door.
Why?
Are you going to kick down that door, Thyra?
Thyra, no.
I'm goofing. I'm following Dave. More or less, but occasionally looking longingly at a door.
Well, I think I can see one in front of us that's hopefully going to be putting us around about the area of the runoff.
Yeah.
Oh, God, please.
No, I think it's there.
Right.
Try
the door.
There is a door here.
Does it open?
It does open.
Oh.
Slowly creaks open.
That's anticlimactic.
Was that a door in your house? That was some great Foley work there.
No, I heard a siren from somewhere. Someone's mic.
Oh, I thought it was a door creaking open.
No.
Oh, no. That was mine. That was my side.
If only. So the door opens. Let me just. And as it opens, you are met with a sort of smell that is reminiscent of like ammonia and nitrogen. And more so than that, it's just a very chemical smell. And I will reveal a bit more of the area. Could you also, Dave, as you're opening this, or whoever is opening this door,
I
roll
think it
a
is me.
stealth?
Okay. Come on, Dave, you can do it. Nice. Ew.
There's goo.
Goo. And so, oh yeah, that's very good. Okay, so none of these creatures have noticed you yet.
Okay, and if I've seen them, I will like frantically gesture to everyone behind me, like hands up, fingers on lips.
Yeah. So there are like creatures who are like sort of strange, like weird, like flying creatures that sort of through the air as if they were like an octopus swimming through the water. Sort of, I will enlarge one of the pictures so that you can see what it looks like.
Okay. Yep. It looks kind of like
They
a
sort
barnacle
of-
from Half-Life.
Not a fan.
And they sort of
Oh joy!
and sort of swim through the air that way. And they seem to be emitting like a corrosive sort of smoke. And you can see in the other way, you can see some like acid corroded skeletons
Lovely.
wandering about.
Oh, we heard about this kind of, didn't we? Like the weird kind of creatures that might be here.
Yeah. Yeah, the like mutants and stuff. That's what Tim said. So I guess like Dave will relay what he can see to the others very quietly and say, I think we have to fight them to get through them. The way we need to go, we have to take out at least the flying things. Do I recognize the flying things? Or are they just mutants?
Yeah, they are like flying things.
So I don't know.
They're not very
specifically.
big either.
Okay.
They are sort of
How many days?
octopus-sized.
Okay, so that's like a third of a Dave. Okay. We could probably take them. If they're even aggressive. I mean, they probably are, but... What should I do?
Oh, some strange people running about some. Okay. What's the plan, Dave?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. They're not very big, and I think we could probably fight them if we even need to fight them. They could be like the slugs that don't really care about us.
Well, do you think you could maybe use the dancing lights to kind of scare them away if they don't like fire?
Can I bounce like super fast the dancing lights like way out over the bridge? Just to see if it scares them off. Yum.
As you do this, at first they recoil, but then they sort of flick to it like moths. Sort of are screeching and happing like what's the word? They are
Swarming?
He's swarming the dancing light, chomping at the dancing lights, trying to sort of eat it, which they can't do because it's an ethereal
Yeah.
light. But they are sort of flocking to it.
Do they seem to be like, you know, kind of bugs that they're not going to be smart enough to realize that they can't get anything from this, or are they going to keep going for it? Can I tell?
Yeah, they are still going for it.
Can I sort of gently drift over the other side then?
Alright, yeah, they do sort of follow it.
We should either run or try and be quiet.
Kill it.
Well, we might not even.
It's
We
always
might
an
not,
option.
we might not have to. Dave, this guy sort of very carefully move forwards a little bit so you can see a bit more.
Okay, Sig's
Or
gonna.
stealth.
More stealth.
Well, Sig will hold up the. I'm at least stealthy, so you two can go first. I guess.
20 is enough.
Stealthy. Can I
Stealth
see
as
anything
well.
else? further up? Especially because the dancing lights are over there now.
Yeah, I will show you some more stuff. All right, 20 is enough. This side, you can see the east side runoff sort of coming down into the sewers, and you could see like a bunch of the slugs just like hanging around.
Oh yeah, there they are.
On this side, you can see the skeletons. You can also see that this part of the runoff has been thoroughly blockaded.
Ooh.
And you can see a bunch, like, it's basically a big pool of half-molten skeletons and, like, flying things that are just, like, dead and decaying in their own acids.
Oh, it's to basically keep all the weird university runoff stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so we by accident came the exact right way. Okay,
Yay.
cool.
So, for God's sake.
In this barricade, actually, there are like some like peeping holes. It seems.
I see.
Now I've moved the dancing lights just a little bit further away.
Yeah. So these things are sort of following that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can stealth past them. If I move up to like there.
Yeah. If you're moving across the wooden bridge,
Yeah.
you need to also roll a stealth again.
This is where my luck runs
Normally,
out.
if you are just
Oh no, I'm good.
oh yeah, that's plenty. They do not notice
I'll
you.
leap over.
As you move there, however,
Oh.
reveal more of this area. Just say.
Ah! I have regrets! I have many regrets.
I'm a coming boy. Mark did that stealth as well.
Oh, that's a big boy. Oh no, that's a really big boy.
Oh, it's a large boy.
It is a large boy, and also there's a corpse thing behind it.
There's a lot
And
of
another space jellyfish.
nasty things.
So 30 is very high. So these creatures are not yet alerted to your presence.
There's only so many times we're going to be able to go over these bridges before it starts. That thing realizes we're up here.
Should
Will,
we just...
20 bridges is the amount it will take.
And it is sort of a...
Oh god, it's getting bigger.
No,
Oh
it's Mon.
jeez.
Mon showing off his art.
Swelling.
It's sort of a big
It's good art,
pitcher
no.
plant
Fair.
that is producing like this dark green acid that you can see
You know
on
what'd be
these like the flying creatures and on the skeletons.
It would be
and
so
the-
good if we had Grease and Spark. This would be a perfect time for that.
Yeah.
Like Grease and Spark.
Don't like this. This is bad.
How do those two spells work together?
Well, if it's Grease, it's like
Don't
oil.
they set fire?
Yeah, and you set fire to
Yeah,
it, which is
we used it once
explicitly,
to
it's explicitly
massacre
banned.
sleeping comrades,
It's
you
banned in
remember?
D&D because Wizards of the Coast hate
Vaguely.
Mm.
fun.
I still in my book those spells can still be used that way.
Yes.
I will allow this.
It's not in the Pathfinder rules that they can't, so... yeah, this is a fight your way out situation.
This is probably a fight your way out situation.
Grandpa, I think this
Yeah,
is
I
a
think
fight your
that's
way
where
out
we're at.
situation.
Like, I
Alright.
don't think I'm getting much closer without immediately alerting them as well. So
Yeah.
So I think, well, where's the point where we want to fight them?
On the bridges.
Because I think Sig and Fi just need to go there, just sharpish.
yeah,
And
if
just
we
hold
got
up.
like a surprise round, we could like run, get in a position around them.
Dave and Glanfar, if they were to attack now, can definitely get a surprise round with that kind of stealth.
Yeah.
You guys would still need a successful stealth roll to do anything like that.
Shall we just fucking do it? Are we going hot?
Well, the question is whether or not we're on the surprise round or not.
Mm.
Hmm.
And if so,
And I
what
think
am
Sigmund is like communicating with like hand signals to Dave because they're directly lined up. And he's like making hand signals as if he's like shooting. And he's pointing to him like, sure. It's like, do you want us in or out, or do you want to shoot? basically he's letting those two make.
Thyra
decisions.
has a very small piece of chalk and is just writing the words on her shield because she does not know any hand signs.
Surely Dave and Glamvar are too busy looking at this thing going, oh,
Well,
David's trying to make a
yeah,
plan.
okay. I
I
guess
assume
that-
they look back to us,
I
aren't
don't
they?
know.
At the same
I
time,
don't
as
know.
Eggs,
Glamvar
Eggs
has
trying to
definitely
make a plan.
tunnel visioned on it.
Okay. Well, this is on. You guys
Like-
make a choice about what's going to happen. Either you guys do a,
Yeah, you guys should have the surprise round because you're the ones who actually stealthed in.
or you should have the decision about whether or not you want a surprise round. But let's leave it to you two.
Dave is trying to decide if ear-piercing scream works on a plant that does not have ears.
What does the thing say?
I don't know, I haven't checked yet.
I severely doubt
Yeah, I feel like he
that
probably
it's
doesn't
limited to only things that can.
have ears.
It just
again,
says
if-
one creature.
Does this one
I
creature?
feel like sonic damage would still be bad to
Yeah,
things.
true. Okay, Dave's gonna ear-piercing shriek the big plant and then run away.
Okay, so it's the plant that you are
Is
targeting.
it only a single action we get, or
I assumed it was a turn, isn't it?
It
well,
is a
if-
turn. It is a turn.
Yeah, in that case, shriek, run away. If not, it would have just been shriek.
So how does ear-piercing scream work again?
It has to roll fortitude, and that will halve the damage, and it will stop it from being dazed. Phone noise.
That was nice.
Does a creature not having any auditory senses render it immune to this effect?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything like that
I feel like sonic damage still hurts things is the thing.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
it
just
is
like the
vibration.
vibrations.
Yeah.
So I think what I will say is that does it deal damage as
Damage.
well?
Yes. And then if it saves the fortitude, then it takes half.
It doesn't say anything on the plant
think,
sort
because
of
this
entry
creature-
of the bestiary about.
Yeah, because this plant cannot hear. I think that the effect of dazing is a bit lost on it,
I don't think it
but
can
it
be
will still do
dazed.
damage.
Plants are immune to mind-altering effects.
Indeed.
Well, I'm okay with that. If it doesn't save, then it still takes 46 points of damage.
You can. All right. Yeah. Does it need to roll 4 to half that? Or...
Fortitude to half the damage. Oh, that was a not a great roll. Oh,
Let's roll damage. No, let's roll fortitude for this plant. Let me quickly get my monster sheets up. Okay, there we go. Okay, it is gonna roll. And let's see how well it does.
the pitcher plant baths up a d20.
It's a 19.
Yeah, that'll save. I think it's an 18. At any rate, it saves. So yeah, that's only 5 points of damage. That's a waste of a first level spell.
Right, so the plant is damaged, so you can see sort of the vibration of the scream entering the plant and shaking about, sort of breaking parts of it. But it sort of comes to life as it oozes out this acid, and you see like Bulbasaur-esque vine tendrils extend out of it, covered with this acid. But you do manage to run away before it can make any specific action with them.
I'll run off onto this bridge and then like gesture at Thyra and Sigmund.
Me now.
Yeah, you're still in the surprise round, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just gonna do a normal full do a full round bow and take a 5-foot step just on. I'm not gonna go onto the bridge. I don't really want to trigger that stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think stealth is
Yeah,
going to be
you
a factor.
guys are out of stealth at this
Yeah.
point, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, 30 and 22 both hit.
Take a 5-foot step.
Is 9 points of damage. Very good. You are targeting
And yeah, I'm.
plant. I see.
Yes, I'm holding the vanguard.
Right. So yeah, these two arrow attacks tear big chunks out of like the pitches of the plant, and you can see the acid leaking out and oozing onto the ground, corroding the stones as it flows into the sewer water. Okay.
Question.
Then now that the surprise round is over, everyone please roll initiative.
Did we get a chance to move during the surprise round when that was happening, or?
Yes, you would have done that.
Okay,
I'm also
so
wondering if
nice.
this would be
One,
To move outside of your corridor, you would have had to make a successful stealth roll.
That's not a problem.
Oh well, yeah, because we breaking stealth anyway. So do you still want us to make it, or just assume, or do you want to just do?
I do want that because the fact that you got a surprise round in the first place was because nobody broke stealth.
Oh, okay, fair enough. In which case, let's just get as close as we can get to without having to do that. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Would this
Yeah.
be a
Then
good?
you've gotten up to this point.
Sorry.
You've gotten up to this point in the surprise round, and then now the actual combat begins. And I think because it is now 9:30, that this might be a good point to end it at, because we
that
can
is
go
what I
for like
was
circa 2
going to
hours.
suggest.
Sure, that makes sense to me.
And then next time we can fight the
Gross.
creatures surrounding the academy drain.
Fight the miscellaneous gross.
Yep. Fight all of this nasty
All right.
in the dark.
Okay.
All the gooey.
Good session, everyone. Managed to find your location in the end. It's very good.
Yay!
Nice. We're free, finally.
And I imagine we each got like 50 XP from those worms.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Some XP.
Yeah, and I will actually give you some extra for like navigating the sewers and doing recon. So I will give you 200 each.
Nice.
Yay!
Cool.
Nice round,
That's
Amber.
actually enough to level me up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Were I at a point where I could level up?
Which we're
Doobie
not.
doo doo.
Nice.
Doobie doobie doo.
Level up when we sleep, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you level 9 now then?
I'm level 8 now.
Ah,
I was always slightly behind you
Ah.
because I didn't get as much XP through Hello.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Very neat. Okay. Hope you guys had fun despite having a bit of trouble with the sewers.
Well, we got there eventually.
We did, and we didn't have to give up and
did
start
get
all
there.
over.
Mercifully so.
How much XP was that?
Yes.
Sorry again. Or-
200.
200.
Sheet.
200.
Thank you.
200.
200 of the Queen's XPs.
Yes.
I was on the wrong bloody sheet. Cool.
Guys,
Alright.
I am gonna head
good
off
go.
then.
I shall likewise.
We'll say goodbye
Okay.
to the stream.
Bye,
Bye.
stream. Goodbye.
Stream.
Bye.
See you later.